This UFO just got shot
Crosshairs fixed on the
and
target.
exploded,
Suddenly, an
and they caught it
explosion.
on camera. Y'all? According to First Post News Desk, a U.S. fighter jet shot down a UFO? How was that overlooked? But before we jump into that, NASA was yet again caught in 4K, as this clip from their live stream is going viral yet again. And it shows two strange objects literally materialize out of nowhere and actually approach the space station. These things, as you can see, seem to apparate out of nothingness, seem to be moving in tandem and approach the space station. Yet still, NASA's official explanation for this is that they're just ice particles. Now, excuse me if I'm a little bit daft, but none of my ice does that. Of course, I'm only used to ice in the fridge, but ice doesn't move around like it's intelligent, moving around itself, approaching craft. That doesn't make sense. And now they're just leaving? I'm sorry, but NASA's ice particle explanation is just not enough for me when it comes to a sighting like this. And I want to hear your thoughts on it because honestly, every time I see it, my mind is blown. Then we head over to Mexico, June 12th, 2026, where witnesses on vacation saw this strange anomaly in the sky. This is one of the weirder UFOs in my opinion. You actually see the bigger craft, which some liken to a mothership, and it does seem to be releasing whatever it is that's surrounding it. These other orbs of lights, or strings of lights, because that elongated one almost looks like a tic-tac. It looks like they're all coming out of and or surrounding this bigger craft. And honestly, I don't think I've ever seen an sighting quite like this one. It's truly fascinating. Unlike many UFO sightings, it really makes me wonder, what are these things doing in our skies? Also in Mexico, March 3rd, 2026, from an airplane, witnesses flying over Volcano Popo saw more orbs around the volcano. It's very strange because we're already used to orbs coming in and out of this volcano frequently. We actually see it on the live streams very often. But this time, they were able to pan to the right, and you're going to see a series of other orbs as if they are readying themselves to enter the volcano. Like, again, is this an energy source for them? I don't think I've ever seen this many near a volcano at once. We really need to start considering their energy sources and energy consumption. Of course, for that, the government would have to disclose even more information, so fingers crossed. We stay in Mexico as June 13th, 2026, witnesses saw what they call a flying saucer. However, what's strange about this sighting isn't just the flying saucer flying over the highway casually like it owns the airspace, but it's the fact that there was another little orb following it behind. Following behind it. And we're not quite sure if they were connected, if these are two separate sightings, or what exactly is going on, but that definitely looks like a flying saucer, and now that we're going back up, you can see a particle appear in between the saucer and the orb itself. Now, we often lose some of the camera angle in this video because the person is driving and they're trying to stay alive, but I love, and I feel like it adds credibility, how shocked they are, so much so that while driving, they had to pull out their phone to record whatever the hell is in the sky, because what is that? And the saucers don't stop there. With this alleged clip from January 18th, 2026 in Greenland, where a witness claims to have seen this over the tree line. I would call this a mothership. However, I think it's too short to give it too much credibility, and it's too short to cross-reference or confirm. Still very fascinating, and I want to hear your thoughts on it in the comments below. Over the United States, June 15th, 2026, witnesses saw what they claim to be a triangular craft seemingly attempting to cloak. And when I see this clip, honestly, I can see it. When they zoom in and I see that it's this triangular shape, it reminds me of some of the recent triangular crafts that we've caught on camera in 4K and in lower resolutions, where you can kind of see them attempting to cloak. And it makes me wonder if this is something that happens when the cloaking mechanism fails, or if maybe it is cloaked but the lenses on the camera is able to capture infrared light or light that our eyes wouldn't be able to capture and actually produce this video for us. Because what on earth is that? I can't think of anything earthly that this could be. What is it even doing in the sky? And it really does look like it's attempting to hide itself, like it's really trying to cloak, which I find fascinating. Now, there is an extended version of that clip that I'll post at the end of the video so you can get the full picture of it. But what I want to dive into is that jet fighter shooting down a UFO, because what? Now, we're checking this out together because apparently it was part of the UFO files that most recently dropped, and well, I don't know how I would have overlooked that, so let's check it out.
For years, UFO stories were treated as conspiracy theories or fiction.
Yeah.
Now the US government is releasing more secret files on them.
Yes.
Last week, the Pentagon published hundreds of records, videos, photographs, and intelligence reports. But one video has taken social media by storm. It shows an American fighter jet shooting down an unknown object over Lake Huron. That is a massive lake between the United States and Canada. But if it...
Really? How old is this? 3 weeks? So it wasn't the most recent one. Did we see a shooting down video?
Officials say they still do not know exactly what that object was. So what is the Pentagon really revealing? Here's a report.
Please.
A blurry
Let's
object
know.
flying over one of North America's largest lakes. An American fighter jet locking onto it midair. Crosshairs fixed on the target, and then suddenly, an explosion.
Oh.
The object breaks apart
What?
in midair. For years, footage like this lived inside classified.
What? I don't. Did this UFO just get
locked
shot?
onto it midair.
This UFO just got shot
Crosshairs fixed on the
and
target.
exploded,
Suddenly, an
and they
explosion.
caught it on camera.
The object breaks apart
The UFO just exploded. I didn't see that clip. There's even audio to it. What?
in midair. For years, footage like this lived inside classified Pentagon archives. The Pentagon is America's defense ministry. Now the United States...
I'm sorry, but I went through the first batch. Granted, the first batch was 3 hours, and towards the end, I did a little skimming so that we could, make a complete video. But the second batch was not that long. I don't remember seeing a UFO blowing up because we shot it. That's crazy, and we should not be doing that.
Its government is putting those files out in public. And once again, people across the world are asking the same question.
That looks
Are
like
we
the
alone in
saucer
this universe?
we just saw. Is this stock footage or is that a real
Pentagon
clip?
released a fresh batch
I
of
hate when news
previously
stations do that.
classified UFO records.
Okay.
The US
we know
government
this.
officially calls them unidentified anomalous phenomena, or simply UAPs. The latest release contains 222 files. That includes videos, photographs, audio clips, and intelligence documents. One of the most...
I think this is the first batch. But I swear, we've covered these. I don't remember seeing this clip. This clip would have gone viral everywhere.
most discussed videos appears to show a US Air Force F-16 fighter jet bringing down an unidentified object over Lake Huron in February 2023. The lake lies between the United States and Canada. It is one of the world's largest freshwater lakes.
Yes, we'll get into that. I'm gagged, I'm gooped, I'm bamboozled, I'm flabbergasted, I'm shocked, I'm everything that you can think of that is very like that's me right now, because that's so crazy. How is this not headline news? What do you mean we blew up a UFO? Bro, where are the remains for that? What is that? Is that similar to the things that we saw in Alaska? Oh my god, there's so much.
According to the Pentagon, the
What
object
is
broke
that?
apart after what officials described as a high-energy event.
What
But
does that
even now,
mean?
authorities have not confirmed what exactly was flying there.
We
And
saw
the
that clip.
uncertainty is exactly why the footage is drawing such enormous attention.
We saw this clip.
This is already the second major UFO disclosure by the Trump administration this month.
So this is batch.
Earlier in May, the Pentagon released another 161 secret
saw that
files
clip?
connected to unexplained sightings.
We saw this clip, which is a spherical
Some of those
orb,
reports
which
date
is
back to
this
the
is
late
obviously stock footage.
1940s.
I don't remember the second batch of UFO files having a US jet fighter shooting a UFO and the UFO exploding on camera. I don't remember that in the UFO files, and even if I don't remember, or maybe I overlooked it, someone else would have seen this. This should be like not just on First Post News. This should be everywhere. That's one of the craziest sightings we've ever had. What do you mean? It exploded. We've shot a UFO with a Hellfire missile and nothing happened. What did we do to this one with this high energy event that it blew up? What the hell was that?
Witnesses described glowing green spheres, flying discs, and bright fireballs near military sites in New Mexico.
Interesting. We know
One
this, though.
report came from a senior American intelligence officer in 2025. He described
Okay.
seeing orange glowing objects during a helicopter mission in the western United States. The lights reportedly moved rapidly near the ground, then formed a triangle pattern in the sky before disappearing completely. Another
Wild, because we were just talking about triangular crafts and saw that triangular sighting. And it's like corroboration, and maybe we're correct on everything that we're seeing. I just find this like, what do you mean we shot it? What do you mean? Can we not shoot UFOs? Can we at least do some type of investigation first and make sure, like maybe if we approach it and it looks
Another
like it's
released clip appeared to show
an adversary,
unidentified
sure,
objects near waters close to Iran in 2022. There were also
that's
files linked
fascinating.
to sightings in Kazakhstan and
We saw
recordings
clips
from
of this.
astronauts during early American space
I don't think we
missions.
saw them all merge though.
For decades, UFO stories mostly lived in conspiracy theories, late-night documentaries, and Hollywood movies. Now governments themselves are discussing them publicly. Military pilots are filing encounter reports, lawmakers are demanding investigations, and defense agencies are releasing footage once kept hidden from public view. The Pentagon
I
says
wish, I love that we get the footage of all the camera angles. I love that we get the infrared and radar information as well. I wish that for the infrared and all the black and white videos, we also got the raw footage of what it would have looked like on camera, even if we couldn't see anything there, just so that we can get the comparison. And so that if we could see something, we could actually make out or discern the actual shape of these objects, or what they look like, or maybe even the material that they're made out of.
the
I'm just
disclosures
blown
are
away
part of a
that
transparency
ish blew up.
campaign ordered by President Donald Trump. The official American UFO Archive website has already received more than 1 billion views worldwide. That shows how deeply the
This is
subject
old.
fascinates
This
people.
one.
At the same time, US officials are urging caution. They say the files do not prove alien life exists.
Oh,
Many sightings may still involve balloons, secret surveillance systems, experimental aircrafts, or camera errors.
experimental aircrafts, sure. I definitely respect that. I get that. I feel like it could be. If our government can't differentiate between a balloon and a UFO, though, we are just not as advanced as we think we are. Because what do you mean? Some of them are still balloons. Hello? It's 2026. What do you mean we can't tell if it's a balloon? Oh,
But several cases still remain unexplained, and that uncertainty continues to fuel public curiosity. Because whether these objects are advanced technology, misunderstood phenomena, or something far more extraordinary, the mystery is no longer locked away inside secret government walls.
honestly, I find that equal parts fascinating and equal parts strange. Some of it was a little bit of a rehash of some of the files that dropped. But that beginning sequence, and I'm talking about the fighter jet shooting on the UFO and actually showing the explosion, I find that fascinating. And I don't think we had seen that before, even when we covered the second batch of UFO files dropping. That would have been the title of the video. That would have been all we were talking about, because that's bananas. Now, I do want to close out with a little bit of an extended clip from the June 15th event in the United States. Again, where we're seeing this triangular-shaped craft, seemingly, possibly even cloaking. And I want to bring this back because there's a little bit more of the clip that we saw earlier. This is as they zoomed in a little more, or tried to. As you can see, it's getting very blurry with their digital zoom, and it's not an optical zoom for their camera. But I think it's very interesting that at the end of that news story, we were talking about these triangular crafts and these delta formations and possibly even cloaking, and we're seeing stuff like this triangular craft in particular, where it looks like it's cloaking more and more often. Remember, that's not the first sighting that we've seen like that, and it likely won't be the last. So if you want to see more of those, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. Y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed. I found this absolutely fascinating. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, especially about the UFO exploding. Because what was that? And if you made it this far and you enjoyed the video, smash like. If you didn't enjoy it, smash dislike, I guess. I'll see you guys in the next video.